Welcome to Lexel TV, the channel dedicated to insight, critical business solutions and the latest innovations in business IT systems and support. I'm your host, Greg Ward, and in this episode, we delve into the world of wireless and local networking to help take your business to the next level in 2022. With the widespread adoption of cloud services over the past decade, as-a-service offerings have become increasingly popular. Network as a Service, or NaaS, has now emerged as a way for organisations to more flexibly consume network infrastructure, and businesses are beginning to realise the significant benefits of this model. Joining us now is Darren Ryland, Business Manager, Collaboration, Network and Security at Lexel, and he's here to tell us more about Lexel's Network as a Service offering. Darren, lovely to have you here in the studio.
Thanks, Greg.
Look, Network as a Service, NaaS has been around for years as an industry term, so why is it suddenly such a hot topic now?
A lot of organisations post-COVID have really had three major issues of concern. Number one, with everything that's happening, security has been huge. Number two, the in-office experience as we try to get people back into the office, it's got to be better than what they're having at home. And finally, number three, IT staff retention, keeping people up to speed and keeping them in your organisation, especially in the network and security space, very hard in this market.
We've had some significant changes in the world. COVID is the perfect example of this. How has that impacted our IT sector in relation to Network as a Service?
As you say, the way we work, cybersecurity over the last 2 years, it's just gone nuts, right? Home video calling's just commonplace now. Pretty well every workload we've got goes up to the cloud, moving large files in both directions, and trying to do that on a shared network that was never designed for it, just hasn't been working. Add that with a whole lot of very smart people bored at home, cybersecurity up 600% in terms of threats. So having equipment that knows about security updates, gets security updates is a bare minimum for a modern network.
Look, every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and forward-thinking and agile businesses tend to react pretty swiftly. So what have we been seeing in how businesses have upped their game in such a fast-changing world?
Absolutely. People are trying to adapt to the change. You know, remote working is everywhere, online collaboration, cloud usage. Making the office an attractive place to work is key to staff morale and retention. Taking years to make this change, no longer an option, right? An end-to-end NaaS solution resolves all three of these issues.
Okay, Darren, can you give us a brief overview of what Network as a Service entails?
So Network as a Service is a delivery model. It replaces all the traditional networking elements within your office, from routers, internet circuit, right down to wireless. So all the traditional issues with scaling or security updates or upgrades go out the window because it's all taken care of as part of the as-a-service offering.
So what makes Lexel's offering different, and how does it directly benefit customers?
Lexel's New Zealand owned. Our team of networking experts are actually based in country, and we offer a range of services, everything from cybersecurity for your cloud host right down to optimising your Wi-Fi, all can be covered as part of the NaaS solution for you. We don't just drop a circuit at your doorway. Our service is monitored 24/7 by our network experts with a proactive monitoring tool, so we can make sure that system's up and humming when you need it. Lexel is also a Microsoft Gold partner. What that means is not just the networking, any other components of your IT service, we can also help.
So if I can summarise that, Lexel works with businesses to accelerate network development, to free up people to be able to do other tasks, and manage performance, latency risk and cost.
Absolutely. Our NaaS solution includes comprehensive maintenance support from our team of specialists, peace of mind with enhanced network security, and preemptive problem solving and proactive maintenance.
Well, Darren, I think there's a lot of businesses out there right now who are thinking that next level networking is now more achievable than they first thought.
Thanks, Greg.
Look, Darren's just explained the overall concept of NaaS and how Lexel's solution provides value. So let me just recap. NaaS allows customers to focus on running their business rather than having to become network and security experts. Lexel provides an end-to-end network solution that is fully managed and maintained by industry-recognised experts. Now, as organisations move into the cloud, Lexel have also packaged this as a service, so it's delivered as a monthly fee, removing the traditional CapEx and technology refresh woes of the past, ensuring you always have up-to-date equipment, deployed securely and maintained to best practice standards. So we've talked about the service and the support, but what about the architecture? What about the hardware? What about the back end? Well, to talk about that, we have with us Andrew Fox, Country Manager New Zealand for Aruba. Andrew, lovely to have you here, and thank you very much for taking the time to be with us.
Thank you, Greg. It's great to be here.
So let's talk about network as a service. So how does Aruba play a role in bringing network as a service offerings like Lexel's to the New Zealand market?
So Aruba delivers the engine that sits underneath Lexel's solution. Just to give you a bit of an indication, in the years since we were purchased by Hewlett-Packard Enterprise in 2015, we've spent over $4 billion on R&D, making those kinds of changes and producing those innovations that our customers need. And that's let us innovate to produce this platform we call the Edge Services Platform, and that is the foundation underneath Lexel's Network as a Service offering.
So can you share with us some of the practical examples of how Aruba benefits businesses?
Some of them are simple. The ability to be able to manage your entire network, wired, wireless, WAN, from a single pane of glass, whether you're a doctor's surgery with a single access point in the roof or, you're a university with 10,000, one pane of glass, one point of management. The second is having the confidence of enterprise performance and security in whatever setting you are. And the last piece is quickly identifying issues when things go wrong. Using AI to spot issues and take action without any reasonably slow human needing to step in and do something. That means we've got to try a little bit harder on management and connectivity and especially security.
Would you then say this is why partners like Lexel are so important in helping to extend and deliver on Aruba's network as a service solutions for organisations in New Zealand?
Lexel are vital. We talked about the foundation, but it's the capability on top that's really, really important, and it's the connections with customers. Lexel have customers from Kaitaia to Bluff. It's not practical or possible for me as a vendor to get out and talk to all those customers and explain why I might be able to help them with their challenges, whereas Lexel, to take my foundation and build an amazing solution around it, can absolutely have those conversations. That's the first thing. The second thing is, and it's probably the most important thing for me, is that they have a very strong capability in networking. So designing the right solution and implementing it is a tremendous benefit. A, it reduces risk for a customer or for me as a vendor, but B, it just provides a better outcome, a better experience, and means people are more likely to use and be happy. And the last thing is the economies of scale that Lexel has. They deliver this service to many, many customers. And so there are some economies that they gain, they can then pass on to you as a customer. So that enables you to, purchase the solution as, X dollars per access point per month, including all of the service and support, which is really, really hard to do for a small partner.
How do Aruba devices combined with Lexel services help to deliver better productivity and great business outcomes for New Zealand organisations?
Truly enterprise-grade networking is vital in today's world. Many of the networks that our customers have deployed, they weren't designed with today's use cases in mind. We're using the network differently. We've got devices that consume amazing amounts of data and bandwidth. So the first is you get a natural benefit from deploying, up-to-date technology that can cope with this. That's the first thing. The second is this concept of the network as the first layer in the security story. There is no excuse for me to be letting a device that doesn't belong onto the network, even for a short period of time. It's this kind of using the network as this first layer of the security story that's very, very powerful for customers and helps keep them safe. And the last, as I've already mentioned, is being able to see the entire network on one pane of glass. Being able to see all of this in one place is very, very powerful and saves an enormous amount of time and money for our customers.
What you're outlining for us here sounds pretty exciting, I've got to say. And thank you very much indeed for your time and for sharing with us some excellent solutions for business growth and continuity in our fast-changing world.
Thank you, Greg. Great to be here.
Well, look, I hope that this has been informative and you've gained some valuable insight into how your business can approach Network as a Service. Now, you can find out more about Lexel's Network as a Service by visiting lexel.co.nz/NAAS. I'm Greg Ward. Look, watch out for upcoming episodes, and thank you very much indeed for joining us here on Lexel TV.